Hey, what's going on, guys? Mori here, and today we're going to go over the King Mog Exchange event, the Figaro Castle, Figaro, something like that. All right, so there's a few items in here that seem bad, but they're actually pretty good, and there's some items in here that seem really good, but they're actually very bad. So going down the list here, Royal Crown. It is a 28 defense, 35 spirit hat. Proof of royalty. When we go here, it's going to be boost attack, magic, and HP by 10%. This is actually a really, really good piece of equipment. New players, veteran players, I really suggest you guys pick this up. HP on a hat, decent stats. It's not bad. Go on the next one. We got the Thunder Shield from Final Fantasy VI. So Thunder Shield will give you Thundaga. When you have it equipped, it's a light shield, 21 defense, 50% lightning elemental resistance. So most of you might be thinking, well, I have the Thunder Shield. Why would I even bother getting this? Well, I'll tell you, because for FFBE's Thunder Shield that you can get in the world map area, it actually has a debuff of water resistance for 50%. So this comes with almost no strings attached, which is pretty good if you're trying to get your units up to 100% lightning elemental resistance, or just elemental resistance across the board, or even negating the debuff to lightning from things like Leviathan or something like that. So moving on here, Fraternal Power and Fraternal Wisdom. I need to talk about this for a minute because this is really, really important. Guys, look, are you paying attention? Watch this. Watch. There's no limit to how many you can grab. This is huge, guys. This is huge. Why? Because when you're a new player, sometimes you want to do the King Mog events, and you get there and it has just this garbage MP plus 10%, attack and magic plus 5%. And you have to skip it because it doesn't have anything to do with doing well and things like the 10-man trials. Guys, Fraternal Power, HP plus 10%, attack and spirit plus 5. Okay? Fraternal Wisdom, HP plus 10%, defense and magic plus 5. This is huge. This is huge. You need to get enough of both of these to outfit an entire 10-man trial if you're a new player. You have to spend the time to get this. Okay? I don't want to hear any gripes when we start doing guides in the Chamber of Arms and we get there and you say, Himori, Zan, I don't have that gear. Well, I told you so. You need to go get it. Stop everything you're doing. You need to farm these if you are a new player. Double hand. Double hand seems good. 50% equipment attack when armed with gear to true double hand. That is a weapon in both hands. It doesn't have to be a two-handed weapon. You just can't have a weapon in the other hand. Okay, double hand, 50% attack. That's Bart's TMR. Okay, this is the power creep has made this almost obsolete. Even for new players, double hand isn't really that good unless you already have like a 7-star unit that already has 100, 150 innate true double hand attack bonus. Even then, I believe that when you do the stat sheet, double hand doesn't really help you as much as something like a 50% attack, 60% attack with the weapon. This is one of those tricky ones. If you have the currency to get it, you should go ahead and nab it up. Otherwise, this is easily skippable in my opinion, and you're gonna pull enough Barts to get this in the long run anyway. But if you do have the currency laying around, you should go ahead and pick it up. 5-star select summon ticket. This time around, boys, it is 150,000 currency. That's really sad because I believe the last King Mog event was only 5,000. I think it was 5,000 last time. All right, moving on. We've got guaranteed tickets. I've already picked these up. These should be priority on your list too. Tickets are always priority. They're on every banner. They pretty much cost the same on every event for the King Mog. So we'll go ahead and move on here. Trust Moogles. We actually have a good lineup of good Trust Moogles coming up here. So we got Swift Hunter. This is going to be Nalu's TMR. Swift Hunter is going to be, if I remember right, it's going to be 30% attack, 25% attack, I think, and then 50% equipment attack. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dragoon Helmet, that's going to be, I think, a Toning Knight Cane. I know that once he got a 7-star, he wasn't very good, but this helmet, it does have a good amount of... Let's see if we can get this going, find it. That's a shame. I don't think that it's going to let us look at the Trust Master. They really need to change that, by the way. That should be a good quality of life change we should look for in the future, to be able to actually view what these Trust Moogles, the stats on what these Trust Moogles are. But for those of you that are in the know, I believe that the Dragoon Helmet is 40 attack helmet. It's not bad. It's not bad. Azure Crimson Soul, that's going to be CG Laswell's TMR. So Azure Crimson Soul is going to be, I believe, 30% HP, 30% attack, and then 25% limit burst fill rate. Not bad, not bad. Desh's Earrings, this is going to be just a straight 45 attack ring. It's going to be an accessory slot there. Machine Killer, that's going to be Edgar's TMR. 50%. 50%, guys. Physical killer for machines. Discernment. This is one of those TMRs that is very undervalued. It's essentially a ribbon that goes in a ability slot, and it's getting better and better as time goes on, because we start capping our attacks at 400%, and we usually have a slot left over. We can slap Discernment in that slot if we don't need the killer in that slot, and we have a ribbon. Blade Blitz, that's easily skippable. Hanzo Gauntlet, easily skippable, and Meteor, skippable too. If you want to go ahead and pick them up, if you have the spare currency, you can sell them to the coin shop for added coins to get more tickets and things like that. Maps, I always try and get these maps. They're pretty good, especially the Trust Moogle map. 15,000. Sometimes you get 4 Trust Moogle 1% in there. Sometimes you get 5. Yeah, all these maps are pretty decent. 10% Trust Moogle. 5% total in these Trust Moogles. These are good to get too if you have the currency laying around. These burst pots got upgraded. They used to be mini burst pots, and they used to be trash and not worth getting. But now that we have medium-sized burst pots, they're actually pretty good. You can pick up 30 of them. It's not bad. Metal Gigantitars, pretty decent. 100 of these. 50 King Metals. 3 maxed King Metal Minotaurs. Pretty good. Pretty good. Basic items, I generally pick up the elixirs. Those are pretty good to come by. Star Quartz, always pick these up. Always pick up Star Quartz. They're fantastic. There's some really, really good stuff in the King Mog shop. And then we have some mats here, just for awakening, high-level units. And Giant Chris and Pure Chris. Now these are important to note. You only get a certain amount of the Pure Chris when the Crystal Caves come out. So you should only pick up these Pure Chris if you actually have less than what you need to go ahead and awaken things. Like I know Sephiroth just came out with his abilities, and I was low on a Pure Chris, so I had to go and I had to farm. Unfortunately, 80,000 fish. It was very sad. But it was worth it because Sephiroth is a boss, and we'll be releasing content with him shortly explaining why he's so incredible. So, yeah. I mean, these things should be picked up only if you absolutely need it. Power Giant Chris, any of the Giant Chris, you can always go in and you can farm the Crystal Caves event. These are not a mandatory pickup. But if everything else is said and done and you got some spare currency laying around and you don't want to sell it, you can always go in and nab up some Pure Chris. Prepare yourself ahead of time for some amazing enhancements. So, guys, that's all we got for today. Good luck on this event. And like I said, Fraternal Wisdom, Fraternal Power, you guys need to pick these up. These are incredible, incredible materials for new players. really get you to that next level to be able to knock out those 10-man trials without getting wiped too hard. So, all right, guys, like and comment, subscribe below. We just released a Discord channel. We're going to put that information below for you too. And if you liked this video or you want to see more videos like it, just leave a comment on what you'd like to see. We'd love to hear what you guys think, and we'll catch you next time.